How many miles inland does the storm surge hit? How concerned are you about towns right up and down the coast, and have those areas been evacuated?
Yeah, well, Florida is a very flat state. There's really no mountains or anything like that in the state of Florida, and a lot of the Tampa Bay metro area sits under, 20 feet above sea level here, and so the evacuation orders were issued across all this area. There's more than 1 million people that have been asked to evacuate in this corridor here from Tampa down to Sarasota. Mandatory evacuations for a lot of the folks, especially on those barrier islands. Those are the people that are at most risk, and those people, they need to leave. They need to follow the advice of their emergency management officials, because if you get stranded out there, they are not going to be able to come get you in the middle of the storm and put their lives at risk. This is a dangerous situation for especially wherever this storm makes landfall. The barrier islands that are out here, they have been significantly weakened by Helene that passed by a week or so ago. We saw lots of damage to those barrier islands, the sand dunes, things like that. So this area is extremely vulnerable to seeing storm surge. And so if we're going to get a storm coming in there, those barrier islands are not going to be able to offer as much protection as they would have if we didn't see Helene.
How long does it take for those barrier islands to recover? For instance, if Helene had been 4 weeks ago instead of just 1 week ago, would they be in better condition? Or was Helene bad enough that no matter when Milton hit, it would have been a problem?
I think it would have been a problem either way, but had Helene happened a little bit earlier, or had this storm happened a little bit later, they would have had time to rebuild a lot of these areas. There's still a lot of debris. There's been a lot of pictures going around on social media with a lot of debris still from Helene on streets and roadways on those barrier islands even to this day. A lot of the Florida government has tried to remove a lot of that debris, because that can move around in another storm surge and could become projectiles in heavy winds and stuff like that. But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get all the debris out of there. And so there's still spots in here that they're frantically trying to clear out the debris so it doesn't end up being projectiles or dangerous floating debris in the storm surge. So there's a lot of problems that have been left here since Helene, and it looks like with this storm coming in, that's just going to exacerbate the problems in this area.